I mean, all
Absolutely
these trucking
bonkers.
companies are just running on credit as well. So it's like, if anything were to stop, bam, there you go.
Yeah, but I think we were talking about that before too. Like that, all these like mega carriers, like you said, they're just all publicly
It's a
traded,
Ponzi scheme.
unlimited money, dude, and they could just. But how long?
Well, if one of them stopped delivering freight for a day, it would cripple all these businesses. I mean, if you look and see all their accidents, you add them all up and the lawsuits, there's no way that they're satisfactory. But nobody ever does that.
Yeah,
They
but they're all
they just
switching to
assume their
like
data.
JB Hunt doesn't even go OTR no more. They're doing everything intermodal or selling it through
Nobody
their
does.
brokerage. Yeah,
CRST just announced it. There
yeah.
is no money in OTR, but yet 95% of OTR is done by the sick Indians. Three people in a truck, it never stops.
Well, that's
California and
gonna
New York.
end too, which is gonna bring up the rates. You know what I mean? So, I mean that's
So if trucking is only in regional, dedicated, and local, then why does anybody do anything else?
I don't know. I don't
And
know.
how can one guy or 5 trucks make it? How can they do something the mega carriers couldn't?
I mean, the mega carriers, because that's when you start getting more, too corporate, bro. Like when you deal with like say for example, I'm like just I was working on a sponsorship with a company. I'm not going to mention who it is because I'm still in talks with them. But it's like, dude, they can't do anything without going up the chain in corporate, right? As here, like I run the ship, so I can make a decision like that, no problem. But when you start dealing like a corporate structure, there's way too many people fucking that need to put their opinion or approval in, which slows down the process. They can't just hurry up, make a decision, and make a quick turn and do something. They have to go
So
through this whole
every mega
fucking
carrier
ladder.
has a logistics division, right? JB Hunt's has been since like 2012 ICP. They lost money the last 2 years. If they're losing money, how are any of these brokers claiming they're making money?
Well, brokers definitely can make money because I mean they definitely could. But when you're dealing with that much assets and you go look at a JB Hunt
There are
yard,
TikTok videos I've been watching the last couple of days from a 500-pound BOK chick. She says she can make 3 to 5 thousand a week just working 2 hours a day, and I'm like, it's not possible.
I mean you don't know. You don't know what kind of account she has. She might have a really good account, makes a
Just
lot of
started.
profit.
There's no way. I mean, you got to break into the business. You got to have contacts. You got to do this. You got
Well,
to do
yeah,
that.
of course. I mean you can't just off the gate. But like I'm
I mean,
saying,
I mean, I mean, there are people who've been doing this 50 years and aren't doing that, and they're all online crashing. They're saying next year is going to be the freight broker, debacle.
I don't think so because they're going to go back to their customers once the rates go crazy and the customers are going to have to pay up anyways. I think what's going to happen is a lot of customers are going to go out of business because they're not going to be able to afford the freight rates, and it's going to cause all the smaller people to either try to raise their prices and pass it on to the consumer because of their freight charges, or they're just not going to be able to continue doing business anymore. That's the only options I really see that are going to happen because I mean, it's going to be absolutely crazy. Because if you got like a company that's small and they're like, and they get hit with like a $5,000 freight charge, like they can't afford that shit. Or either that or they're going to have to raise their product and their prices. And if they do that, they're not going to be able to compete in the market. So I mean, it's a lot of wild shit that's going to be going on in 2026. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely
I
see
mean,
what
there's a
happens.
lot of stuff that's floating through Congress about brokers and trucking companies, and we'll just have to see what gets passed or what
Dude,
doesn't.
nothing's gonna
But
fucking dude. It just nothing's gonna happen. Like I'm tired of seeing all these fucking people on the A fart and all this shit broker train. Dude, none of that shit's gonna fucking happen, dude. I mean, what? I mean, I think they're working with something on for the bond company. That's a good thing, right? To make sure you have a good bond company, not these BS ones. So there's certain shit that they're working on that might be good. But all this other shit they're talking about, dude, all these people are they're just doing this shit for the views to get followers on fucking on social media because none of this shit's even gonna fucking happen. Like it isn't. Death Star, you on here?
How you doing?
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Legal alien people try to get the licenses back through the California state. Can't do shit, nothing which is a federal motor carrier is doing that. Is good job.
Wait, you gotta explain one more time. So you're saying
Are you Indian?
no? He's fucking Polish.
Why?
What happened to that nationality question?
I forgot
I'm
about
not
it.
Indian. What's your problem with the nationality? I'm American.
He's Indian. That's why he's
US.
asking. He wants to know if you're his brother or
Sounds
not.
Indian.
I don't give a damn about India. I'm American.
America, son. You hear that
What?
shit, Happy? America.
Since I fucking came a U.S. citizen, there's no Indian in me. That's American.
Oh, that's good.
What
But what were you
got
saying about
problems with
California?
Indian?
What were you saying about
Just quiet,
California?
please. I said California. Those people try to get the licenses back. Anything happens as like a ELD, they protested and nothing happened, and nothing gonna happen now again.
and it's going
They're
through
gonna
the court
skip
system next year.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening either,
200,000
bro.
people think illegals think they have civil rights in this country.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
And some lawyer was dumb enough to take it on, and the court was dumb enough to hear it. So,
That was nuts, bro. Like they gotta.
and in the meantime, they're still allowed to work and operate.
Not all of them, right? Not the ones that didn't pass the ELP are not able
No,
to.
that one. I mean, they also said 17,000 were revoked, and then California has reinstated them, and then they lost $50 million. Now they're fighting about that. New York, same way. It was like 20,000. So all these states now are saying you can't do this, you can't do that, and these Democratic federal judges. So this is all a mess till next year.